Hello, hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Irma. Hello, Roslyn. So glad you're here with me tonight. We have some wonderful intentions to do tonight, and we may have some folks who are new to this style of meditation, but don't worry, I will walk you through it. It's very simple, very easy to do. And if you are one of the people who is being intended for and supported by intention tonight, I also encourage you to participate in the other meditations as well. There is a substantiated, quantifiable benefit for intending for others, and it's a very joyful work, and I hope you will participate. Hello, Jan. So good that you're here. Okay, everyone. Well, before we get to the intentions, I want to let you know that next week we're going to share some success stories and wonderful updates based on past intentions. And with that, let's go ahead and get settled into our chairs. Let your spine relax. Get the wiggles out, as my friend Patty says. And relax your shoulders. This breathing style that we do is a great way to bring the body and the nervous system into coherence and to relax into the healing aspect of the nervous system. So instead of being in fight, flight, freeze, we're flipping into rest, digest, and heal. And very easy to do this just by breathing. I put my hand over my heart to remind me that I'm consciously breathing in and out of the heart chakra. So bringing in for 4, 5, 6, and breathing out 5, 6, 7. In very relaxed 4, 5, 6, and out 6, 7, 8. Easing into that longer breath. You might feel your shoulders dropping. You might even feel a little adjustment in the brain from an outward experience to an inner experience. Breathing in 4, 5, 6, and out 6, 7, 8. Relaxed breath in and slightly longer out. Exhale. Breathing through the heart chakra. And it helps to adjust adjust your thoughts to gratitude, appreciation. Those have a very beneficial effect on the body. Thinking about love, thinking about people you love, animals you love, that gratitude. Breathing in 4, 5, 6. And out 6, 7, and 8. And now you might feel a shift where your brain and your heart are in coherence. And this is the time to consciously connect your heart's energy to mine. And we can transcend space and time. So it doesn't matter whether you're watching this live or on the recording. You're still getting the maximum benefit of the intentions and connecting and participating in the collective energy. Breathing in, very relaxed, and out. Thank you. We are now connected. Okay, so the method for doing these intentions together in our connected energy is I will read the intention. And as I do, picture it dropping from your head into your heart, and picture it being propelled out of your heart in a spiraling fashion, out into the universe, out into the quantum field. And I'll play some music for about 5 minutes, just shy of 5 minutes. And during that time, just follow the energy. Just see where your thoughts take you, where your energy takes you. If you have any emotions come up, just take a note of it and follow that energy. Okay, and easy does it. If you get distracted or lost, don't worry about it. That's why we're doing this in a group. Okay, our first intention is for the lovely Islena Faircrest, Rosalind's daughter, and I do hope I'm saying your name right. And she has a new book out. It's a best-selling ebook, and we want to support it going forward because it's a very healing contribution she's made. Okay, so our first intention. We now intend that Islena Faircrest's best-selling ebook, Parts Work Guidebook, its upcoming print and audio versions, quickly reach international best-selling status as more and more people heal using internal family systems, personal development work, and through the author's counseling work, speaking engagements, and teaching. So allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra, and as the music plays, send it spiraling out into the quantum field and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention for this beautiful healing work and release it with love. Our second intention is for a dear friend of one of our longtime Lighthearted Healers members. We intend that Steve John Doering of Halifax, Nova Scotia, is completely, immediately, and permanently healed from leukemia so that he may live to be the loving father of his young children. Allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra and send it spiraling out into the quantum field and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. And thank you, Islena and Steve, for letting us care about you and care for you in this fashion. And if you'd like to stay to the end, we do talk about impressions and insights that we received during these meditations. And our third and final intention tonight is a big one, but we have had amazing results doing these huge intentions, and I have every confidence that we will contribute in a positive manner to this situation. Okay, staying in that peaceful, relaxed mode, we now intend that violence in the Middle East is quickly and completely calmed and contained, and that the collective energy of all involved, including all of us, immediately shifts to a healthy desire for lawful justice, healing, and peace. Allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra and send it spiraling out into the quantum field where everything happens and everything comes from, and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. So it is. Hi, Sonia. Welcome. Glad you're here. Okay. All right. Wow. Well, thank you so much for lending your power and your focus to these intentions. And if you would like to put any of your impressions or insights into the chat, I'll be happy to share them with everyone. Let me go back and tell you what I saw for Islena in particular. First of all, I saw a chart where the numbers just kept growing and growing and growing. So there was definitely a increase and a growth in book sales and the number of people that were reached. I saw that you and your co-authors were extremely busy. There was a lot of activity that came as a result of this book, just as you had intended. And I also saw that not only will you someday in the future revise this book and come out with a second edition, but that this isn't the only book you will be producing. So very eager and interested to hear how things go for you. It seems like a fantastic book. I know so many people are getting relief from internal family systems work. It's really wonderful. So glad that you are furthering the scholarship and the communication around that. And for Steve in Nova Scotia, I immediately saw you standing up and walking forward, which is lovely to see anytime anyone's been ill. And I heard that this is sacred work for you. So there is some element of clarity around your spiritual endeavors. There is almost a spiritual element to the medical team that is taking care of you. And I also saw that you have tremendous support in spirit, right? Like we all have spirit guides and angels and loved ones who are supporting us in our day-to-day lives. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you develop the ability to become aware of them. And I don't want you to find that frightening or disturbing or a sign of anything, except that you are more in tune and more in touch with the things that are around us all the time, right? Like mediumship abilities would not be out of the realm of possibility for you. And it is not, speaking as someone who was really frightened by that before I started working on my intuitive abilities, it is such a wonderful, comforting practice to do. So I don't know if that's something you have energy for or interest in, but I know that you have so much support. And if you notice things, if you have, I don't know, it might come in the form of like somebody's perfume, or you might just feel a warmth, a comforting presence. You should take that as a sign that there is great love for you and people supporting you in this sacred work. So very, very beautiful. I'm very hopeful for you, and I hope that people keep us updated on your progress. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all of you in this work. Yes, thank you. Yeah. And she saw Steve's spirit team as well. Yes. Yeah, it's a big one, and they're active. And Jan says, I felt extremely grounded during Steve's intention, and curiously, I had a taste of metal in my mouth. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's certainly understandable. When we're in the hospital, all kinds of things give us that metallic flavor. Yeah. So interesting, Jan, you're experiencing clairgustance. For Islena, I saw her traveling the world, sharing her gifts and teachings. Yes. Yeah, she's going to be quite busy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Next week we're going to be talking about some success stories, some positive outcomes from these intentions, and I invite you all to come back next week and hear what people are saying after they've experienced this type of intention. Oh, Steve says he has a metal taste here too. Yes, that's amazing. See that we are connected through the quantum field, and there's a touch of remote viewing. There's the clairaudience, clairvoyance. Yeah. And Jan says, that's cool. It is. That's part of the reason why I love doing this work, because not only is it a way to support people and advocate for people in a very high energy way, but it also helps us in our own spiritual work, in our own endeavors to create clarity, to build that connection with the divine, with the quantum field. They kind of, I don't think they're exactly the same thing. In my experience, after doing this multiple times every week for 6 years, I think there is a distinction between the quantum field, which is sort of the, I don't know, I kind of think of it as the energetic ocean that we are all in. And that's where everything comes from and comes through. But it isn't necessarily the divine. I expect it's more nuanced than that, and we'll know a lot more when we get to the other side. And, interesting. For the Middle East, my whole body heated up and the light from my heart radiated so strongly, like all my cells lighting up. That is fantastic. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. I hadn't talked about that intention yet. I love that. The reason why I say all of us are involved is because I think it's becoming more and more clear that all of us are connected, right? The spiritual teachers have been telling us this for millennia, and we often ignore the fact that we are interconnected and intertwined. But that's why this work works. That's why connecting heart to heart over the internet, across time and space, can have a verifiable effect on the outcomes of things. And when I connected to the Middle East, it was so interesting because I felt not only your presence in this meditation, but all of the people everywhere in the world who are praying for peace in this region and praying for an end to violence. And I felt the pressure of that intention from billions of people, not just the handful of us here tonight, but billions of people want peace amongst people. And I felt that compression. It was almost like a concussive, compressive energy that was pressing in on the Middle East and almost immobilizing people. Like they plan to do something, but somehow they don't get to do it, right? Like their plans are thwarted. Missiles don't explode, gear doesn't work. There was this sort of like pressure to just stop. And I even saw like some individuals where they wanted to run, but they were like held down onto the ground. It was so fascinating. I'd never seen that before, but it was quite nice because that word containment came to me when I meditated about this intention. And that seemed to be important because, we don't want this conflict flaring out any further and involving any more people or countries than it already has. So, so thank you. Thank you for meditating on that with me. And this is still about the all of her cells were lighting up, her heart was radiating, and then she saw all the love from all of us surrounding the people there. Yes, and thank you, you reminded me. I saw that most people, the majority of people, don't want to have anything to do with this, but there are powerful people who have entanglements in other ways. That's all I will say. They have other entanglements with each other. and this is important to them, but none of them have a physical cost to pay. None of them are the ones on the ground or in the cities. So we have some work to do as people collectively decide that we're not going to do that, right? We're not going to sacrifice the many for the selfish desires of the few. And Jan says, it's like our energy was intercepting the weapons. Yes, that's what it felt like. It really felt like there was no reason why things didn't work, but they didn't work. And yeah, very, very interesting. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and for participating in these brief meditations. And you can see it just takes a few minutes. And in fact, I get most of the information during our meditations in the first 30 to 60 seconds. And then I spend the last 4 minutes asking for clarity, asking for more information, and seeing how I might be healed or learn from the situation. So I'd be interested to hear what your experiences are as well. You can always email me at relaxwithdaphne@gmail.com. And if we can meditate for you or your pet or a cause that you care about or someone you love, please let us know. We are always happy to fit someone into the schedule. Okay, everyone, it is time to disentangle. And this is energy hygiene practice that we do every week. It's our tradition. And it's very simple. It's sort of the reverse of how we began, where we relax, put our hands over our hearts if that appeals to you, breathing in and out, very relaxed. And at this time, I ask that you return my energy to me, and I return your energy to you. And we have clear, healthy, energetic integrity, each of us. We don't have to carry these intentions. We have done our work faithfully and with integrity to support those we are intending for. So you only have to take things with you that were helpful, inspiring, and that support you into your week. Breathing in and out. In 4, 5, 6. Out 5, 6, 7, 8. You probably felt a little adjustment in the brain, going from being open and connected to being returned to your personal space. Your energy is successfully returned back to you. You're clean and clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are now disconnected, disentangled. And I thank you all for your work, and we'll hope to see you next week, same time. Good night, everyone.